Hi everyone, my name is Diana Marie and I am a photographer and a Sony digital imaging advocate based here in Sydney, Australia. I have been in the industry for over a decade and I am super excited to chat to you about my review of the 85 1.4 G Master Mark II lens. As an avid user of prime lenses, my go-to kit involves the 24mm and the 85. But hands down, the 85mm is my go-to when it comes to portrait, photography, beauty, and fashion. There's just something so beautiful about the 1.4 aperture. It just creates this buttery smoothness for the images, which is what I absolutely love. All right, so let's dive into my first impressions of the lens itself. When I first got my hands on the lens, the noticeable difference was the size and weight of the lens. As you can see, the Mark II in comparison to the Mark I is 20% lighter and slimmer in design. For anyone that shoots handheld, this is a huge win in itself, especially due to its lightweight nature. That light as a feather concept that you would have seen in the 70-200 Mark II lens definitely carries on through in the 85 Mark II. Let's zoom in to the glass. So the glass and the rings are noticeably different in size as well. They're smaller in circumference. It still has an 11-blade circular aperture that optimizes spherical aberration control. If you're looking closely to the glass and the blades itself, it looks like it's something out of the Matrix. Let's talk about performance. I took this lens out the other day and I decided to pair it with the A7R5. The reason for this is because I wanted to see it at its full capacity with one of Sony's newest camera models. While out on the field, I noticed straight away the autofocus and tracking is impeccable. It's agile and very precise, catering to those high-speed movements, but also those quick and fast decisions that you want to make as you're capturing the model. Honestly, I thought the Mark I was fast already in terms of autofocus, but the Mark II just blows it out of the water. It's about 3 times faster than the Mark I. The depth of field of 1.4, which is what we love about these G Master lenses, is still prominent, meaning it still frames really nicely in terms of the edges and the focus on the subject. Now, a big factor, what really drew me to this lens the most was the weight and the usability factors. I've been recently experiencing lots of strain on my wrist because of the long hours that I shoot with, and having a small build, I really am more considerate of the type of gear that I carry with me on these long shoots. Having the experience with the 85 and pairing it with the A7R5 was a chef's kiss. It was light on my wrist and I didn't feel as much of a strain. Of course, to be transparent, I'll need to test this lens more so out at longer events like weddings or summits and conferences, because I feel like I'll be able to really compare when I'm dual wielding with 2 cameras. It just makes such a noticeable difference and impact on my body, especially having a small build. However, so far, so good with this lens. So my final thoughts. I absolutely love this lens. Again, the 85 Prime is a huge favorite in my kit, and having the Mark II now added to it just makes a huge difference. I know many of you content creators, photographers, and videographers have been waiting for the upgrade of a Mark II, and it's finally here, and I've got to say, I definitely stand by it in terms of quality and design. Key takeaways that you can have about the Mark II is that it's lighter, it's sharper, it's more compact in design, and it's ergonomical. It's a great asset to your kit for photos and video, and it would do so well in the space of headshots, portraiture, and beauty. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. If I'm being picky, that one little point is off because I still love the thickness of the Mark I. Now, I know this comes down to experience and getting used to the slimmer design, But hey, if that's the only problem it has, that's still a win in itself. All right, that is it for me. I'm very curious to know your comments and experiences with the new 85 G Master Mark II. It's a very beautiful lens. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're in the portraiture game. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews like this one. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.